sit down. Thank you. Speaker, House of Representatives, governors of Lagos, and the other governors accompanying him, Honorable Minister of Transportation, Defense, and other ministers, members of the National Assembly, Director General NIMASA, service chiefs, senior government officials, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I am delighted to be here for this official flag-off ceremony of the Integrated National Security and Waterways Protection Infrastructure Project in Nigeria, the Deep Blue Project. This project has been initiated to bolster the maritime security architecture and ensure greater enforcement action within Nigerian waters and beyond. This assemblage of new maritime security assets is coming at a critical time when global discussions are centered on piracy activities and the new dimension it has taken in the Gulf of Guinea region. With the world's waters accounting for over 80% of transportation requirements of the global economy, concerted efforts and innovative actions are required to address attendant security challenges. Therefore, the flag-off of the Deep Blue Project marks an important milestone in this regard and in our collective efforts to tackle security challenges in the form of piracy and maritime crimes in Nigeria and the Gulf of Guinea. It is also a demonstration of government's strong commitment to ensuring security. This intervention, no doubt, will facilitate a conducive environment for the maritime sector to thrive and contribute to the diversification of the Nigerian economy. The Deep Blue Project is a critical step towards the realization of maritime security in the region, which underscores Nigeria's commitment in providing the necessary framework and resources in cooperation with other nations and maritime users. This is evident in the recently established Gulf of Guinea Maritime Collaboration Framework by Nigeria and the Inter-Regional Coordination Center, Yaoundé, through the facilitation of NIMASA Industry Joint Working Group to tackle maritime security in the region. This forum is to help galvanize regional and international efforts to ensure security in the Gulf of Guinea. The main focus is counter-piracy and armed robbery prevention by bringing together regional, international, industry, and the NGO partners to advance and coordinate near-term maritime activities with a view to working towards a set of common operational objectives off the coast of West and Central Africa. I therefore commend this initiative and use this opportunity to call on member states and other stakeholders to join and work collectively in pursuit of this common objective and, most importantly, keeping our seafarers safe. I am confident that the project, which provides a robust maritime security architecture, will enhance maritime domain awareness capability and improve law enforcement action, particularly in the prosecution of suspects under the Suppression of Piracy and other Maritime Offences Act, which I signed into law in June 2019. In this regard, I have been informed that since the coming into force of the law, 10 convictions have been secured for various offenses under the Act. This flag-off is an important step in the continuing shift in strategic action about regional maritime security. It will serve as a benchmark for member states in the Gulf of Guinea and other relevant stakeholders to further develop innovative strategies and align efforts with the subsystem framework to improve maritime security in the region. I commend the Honorable Minister of Transportation, Honorable Minister of Defense, the Chief of Naval Staff, the Director General NIMASA, members of the Steering Committee, and the project management team and all other government stakeholders who have worked together to bring this initiative of the administration to fruition. As we begin the operationalization phase of the project, I wish to assure you of government's commitment to ensure its sustainability and invite all critical stakeholders to work collectively in this direction for the greater benefit of all Nigerians, member states of the Gulf of Guinea, and the global maritime community. I hereby flag off the Deep Blue Project. Thank you, and God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Now, with inspection, the Speaker of the House of Representatives, the governors, the service chiefs, DG NIMASA, thank you.
Having flagged off the Deep Blue Project, President Muhammadu Buhari is now inspecting some of the assets. Well, the helicopter you've just seen, is just one of the many assets procured for the Deep Blue Project. You have another one, and the Command, Control, Communications, Computers and Intelligence Center, the C4I Center. There are 16 armored vehicles for coastal patrol and a 340-strong maritime security unit personnel, which is specially trained for interdiction. There's also the air assets. You just saw the helicopter, 2 special mission aircraft for surveillance of the exclusive economic zone, as well as 3 special mission helicopters for search and rescue, and 4 unmanned aerial vehicles, that's UAVs, or what you could call drones, as well as sea assets comprising of 2 special mission vessels and 17 fast interceptor boats. So this is really air, land and sea approach to securing Nigeria's waters and, of course, the Gulf of Guinea at large. The Deep Blue Project, that's the code name. But the longer term is the integrated national security and waterways protection infrastructure. The president just cut in the ribbon, yet again symbolic of the official flag-off and commissioning of the Deep Blue Project. As you may have heard some of the speakers from the Minister of Transportation, Rotimi Amechi, speaking about the Gulf of Guinea being one of the most volatile in the world, actually. So this is expected to curb those incidents of piracy, attacks, and the rest. I think that's one of the unmanned aerial vehicles being inspected by President Muhammadu Buhari. One of the four, I believe, four unmanned aerial vehicles are meant to be part of the equipment and the assets for the Deep Blue project. Well, I see the DG of NIMASA, Mr. Bashir Jamal, just briefing the president on perhaps the capabilities of the unmanned aerial vehicle. You could see the Speaker of the House of Representatives accompanying the president, the governors of Southwest states, the governor of Oyo, you have the governor of Ekiti, and of course the host, the governor of Lagos, is also there, ministers as well, the Minister for Transportation, the Minister of Information and Culture. There you see the Minister of Works and Housing touching one of the boats, as it were. So basically the president is inspecting some of the assets procured for the Deep Blue project. That's the short name. The longer name is Integrated National Security and Waterways Protection Infrastructure, and it's essentially meant to secure Nigeria's waterways and the Gulf of Guinea at large. I mean, the volume of shipment that go across the waterways demand better protection, and of course it has its effect on the economy. Nigeria essentially relies on a lot of revenue from that area. So keeping that area safe, the waterways safe, means that we can get more from that sector and ensure that it boosts the economy at this time when Nigeria can do a lot with revenue. So those there you see one of the land vehicles, one of the armored vehicles being inspected by the president. I mean, these are just some of the major assets to be used in the Deep Blue project. Just a quick run through of the assets: 16 armored vehicles for coastal patrol, and of course you have the men to 340 strong maritime security unit personnel. There's also 2 special mission aircraft for surveillance, 3 special mission helicopters for search and rescue. I mean, we've had cases of piracy, abductions, kidnappings on the waterways. So it's expected that these assets will keep the waterways much safer. As well as 4 unmanned aerial vehicles, we saw one of them earlier on, as well as sea assets, 2 special mission vessels, and 17 fast interceptor boats. Just a reminder of what the Deep Blue project is meant to ensure. It's meant to enforce maritime regulations, enhance safety of lives at sea, prevent illegal activities in the inland waterways. And this is actually a federal government project initiated by the Federal Ministry of Transportation and Defense. And earlier on, the Minister of Transportation actually owned the project, and he spoke about some of the obstacles in his way to trying to achieve this. And today, it is happening. So it's been implemented by NIMASA, but not NIMASA alone. NIMASA is partnering with the Armed Forces, the Nigerian Police, the Department of State Services, and other security agencies, which is why you see the service chiefs, the Minister of Defense, all present today, because this is a collaboration, essentially, the air, the sea, land, and the rest. The president came with his team today. You can see the ministers, the governors, the Speaker of the House of Representatives, and other dignitaries present there. Well, if you just joined us, you're watching a live coverage of the flag of the Integrated National Security and Waterways Protection Infrastructure, the Deep Blue Project for short. President Muhammadu Buhari has flagged it off. It has been commissioned, which means that this will be in operation any moment from now. Earlier on, the president was in another part of Lagos to commission yet another project at the Mobolaji Johnson Railway Station in Ebute Metta. That's for the commissioning ceremony of the 157-kilometer Lagos-Ibadan rail project. It's been a long time coming for that project especially. So the president earlier on officially commissioned commercial operations of the rail project. And interestingly, the president actually arrived at this venue by rail.